Hey, my name's Jason Canuck from Morristown, New Jersey, 21 years old, and this is what I've been through.
Anytown, USA, whoever you are, you're a shining star and music was made for cars. All the static was automatic till you turned me on and then you turned it off. What is with these fans? I just don't understand. What is with these songs? They're all 2 minutes long. What is with these trends? Will it ever end? You know, I don't think so.
8 years ago, this past June, me and my mom were in a really bad car accident on the way to the beach, you see. We were coming back to the beach from a hockey game. We were in deadlock traffic in this lane right here. A lady was falling asleep, was veering into our lane. Woke up right before she hit the people, swerved towards the trees, and then swerved and back and teed me and my mom into a field going like 50 or 60 miles an hour. When we were both helicoptered to the hospital, both pronounced dead. My mom died a few hours later, but they kept me on life support for longer because my brain was younger and could heal faster. But they told my dad that there was little to no chance I'd survive, and basically to start planning my funeral. It makes me sad that I don't remember my mom, but I don't ever remember having a mom. I know that she was a great person. I know that she was, a beautiful woman, a great person, great personality, a very happy woman. But I don't ever remember having interactions with my mom. I don't ever remember having feelings of, I love this woman, So, I was on life support, like machines pumping my blood, breathing for me, for about like a month, like doing everything. I had a tube coming out here for food and water. I had a tube here sucking water out of my lungs. I had a trach, and I just had a bunch of stuff hooked up. I couldn't move my left side because I was hit on the right side of my brain. My left side was paralyzed. Well, I can't remember any of my life before the accident. The first memories of my life are me being in a wheelchair, telling doctors, telling therapists, telling my dad, telling everyone, that I was going to play lacrosse again. I called my lacrosse coach. He immediately agreed to come over and start doing agilities with me in the driveway, start doing therapy with me in the driveway as I went to the hospital for therapy too. I'd get home around 5. I'd practice my agilities, do my homework, eat dinner, and then go right to bed. So at that point in my life was devoted to rehabilitating cognitively, to getting back into my class at school, which doctors didn't think would be possible, and physically to getting back on the lacrosse field, which doctors and my dad and everyone told me was impossible. But so I'm doing that, and consecutively every weekend since I started these agilities, I improved all my times, and I'm making tremendous recoveries.
It's never too late, it's never too late, it's never too late.
My lacrosse coach, he wouldn't let me give up because he was the one person that believed in me, the whole time. He treated me the same. He treated me just like a normal person. While my friends wouldn't even throw the lacrosse ball with me because my dad told them basically to make me give up the dream of playing lacrosse. My lacrosse coach would be pushing me. He'd come over to do agilities with me in the icy cold weather, and he'd push me to make the better time, and he'd always be pushing me, and he would never let me give up. My lacrosse coach persuaded my dad to let me play lacrosse as a goalie. I had to switch positions to goalie so that I would be protected by the crease from getting blindsided, because that's what they were afraid of, me getting, like if I got blindsided, I'd get a concussion. So I was protected by the crease. So after we persuaded my dad, we went to the doctors and my dad got them to clear me to play goalie that season. So before this, as a 5th grader, I played for the 6th grade team. As a 7th grader, I played for the 8th grade team, always playing a grade up. And as an 8th grader that year, I played for the 7th grade team. I played goalie for them, learning the position of goalie and rehabilitating. And I played that year, and then that summer I went to lacrosse camp. I won Best Goalie Award at Nike Lacrosse Camp. And then that freshman year, I was the only freshman on varsity backing up the goalie. You know what, it's funny because they got so mad at me because whenever I was clearing the ball, I would never stay in the crease. I would always run the ball up the field and try and play offense. My sophomore year, my team won the state championship for New Jersey. And by my senior year, I was the all-star goalie in New Jersey, and I got recruited to play college for 2 years. I still play club lacrosse. I'm the starting goalie for UNCW team, and I coach lacrosse now. Last year I coached, my first year at Cape Fear Academy, I coached the 8th grade team as defensive and goalie coach and the varsity goalie coach. And my 8th grade team that I coached, we went undefeated and won the championship. I wanted to start lifeguarding one year, and I really wasn't a good swimmer, to tell you the truth. I was a horrible swimmer. And yeah, it's not I wasn't a good swimmer, I was a horrible swimmer. I had a hard time going the lap back and forth. But I knew that I wanted to lifeguard in the summer, and because I'd talked to people that had done it, and they said, oh yeah, it's real fun, you should do it. So I ended up swimming that winter before the summer, just to try and get my my stroke better, trying to become a better swimmer. And now I swim every day. You can't really take things for what they are. You gotta look at the whole picture, like what it has the potential to be. You can't everything can't be black and white. There has to be a gray area. Room for improvement. You gotta realize that no matter how bad you have it, someone always has it worse.